patient has had an MI. Here's an example. Patient presents to the ER with chest pain, okay, and we determine that he has had an MI because we've run the labs and everything like that. Well, we want to do if we do a thallium imaging on him, it'll be resting imaging because he doesn't have to move or anything like that, and we can just inject the radioisotope, okay, and it will show immediately if there are any cold spots. Resting imaging really only works within the first few hours after an MI. It doesn't work any longer than that after. Okay? Within 10 minutes after we give him the injection, then we scan him. So what do we do after the test of thallium imaging? Well, he's going to want to eat and drink, and we have to tell him, no, not yet, because we want to make sure. You know how when you go get an x-ray, they always tell you don't get dressed yet. We want to make sure the x-rays turned out okay. Same thing here, okay? Don't get dressed. We can't give you anything to eat just yet. We want to make sure that the scan is okay. Once you know that the scan is okay and that it worked, then you can go ahead and give him food and drink. All right? Let's talk about some cardiac diseases. Let's talk about angina. Angina pectoris. This is Greek. It's Greek for pain in the chest. Yes? Chest. I said chest. Okay. It's usually caused by the narrowing of coronary arteries. Okay? And it's usually, again, caused by some spasms or arteriosclerosis or even a thrombi. All right, now what are some of the signs and symptoms of angina? What we're going to do is be able to differentiate between angina and an MI. Okay? So with angina, it's precordial, it's burning, crushing pain, and it usually lasts about 5 to 10 minutes, usually relieved by a nitro. It's actually, yeah, so you give one nitro and it's relieved. I had a patient come in last week, and he said that he'd had chest pain for about, 2 weeks. We said, no kidding, really? He said, yeah, 2 weeks. Well, what did you do? I took a nitro. Good. You took a nitro. Did it work? Yes, it worked. But then it came back. Did you take another nitro? Nah, because I really only want to take the nitro if I need it. If you're having chest pain, honey, you need it. Okay? So, angina, generally the duration is 5 to 10 minutes, and it's relieved by rest or by nitro. Okay? Again, the pain here, you all know the classic pain can radiate to the left arm, the jaw, the neck, or the back. Sometimes it can go down the right arm as well. Okay? So what are your interventions for angina? You give nitro sublingual, and how often can you repeat it? Every 5 minutes times 3, right? If it's unrelieved, you do the 911 thing. And please, guys, do not tell your patients to call 911. Don't do that. Don't do that. I had a little old lady drive, she must be 89 years old, and she drove her 94-year-old husband in. She was this tall, okay, and maybe if a small wind would have blown her over. Okay, and her husband was 6'4". She drove her little husband, she could barely see over the steering wheel. She drove her husband in, okay, and we asked her, why didn't you call the ambulance? She said, because I don't have an 11 button on my phone. Yeah. Don't say 911. Say 911. She was looking for an 11 button on her phone. True story. Okay. If unrelieved, you call 911, right? And 911 will take it from there and give oxygen and check the vital signs, etc.
Please move to the next section of the lecture series.